number of hours required. And what we are going to provide, we are going to provide you recorded lectures, book solutions, solve test, mind maps, worksheets, and the brain treasures. Then it's a video on effective study for JEE NEET, the patterns which are used to solve problems, application of demonstration of pattern using the concept of friction, various questions based on friction, calculation of various problems, then another problem using implementation of what I mean by learning by the patterns. Then we have patterns of JEE NEET physics, total analysis, number of questions, number of hours, total chapters, statistical analysis of physics as a subject, comprising of 6 branches, 28 chapters, 300 topics, 2000 A4 size pages. Exam comes from 10 pages. So pattern based, total about 3k patterns. So pattern based study is something which is needed to optimize your study plans. Then is a worksheet on work done by a force, various parameters related to work done which are used to solve questions of work done. So here it is clearly shown. Then is a worksheet on average and RMS values of currents. Then is a discussion on the resistance calculation, various concepts related to resistance, its dimension, unit, resistivity, temperature dependency, graphical based analysis, frustum, spherical conductors, cylindrical conductors, various different cases are discussed over here. Then calculation of cylindrical resistance, spherical resistance, then derivation of that. Then we have combination of resistances in series, parallel and mixed. Then we have certain calculations on minimum and maximum resistance, power liberated across the resistance, a numerical problem based on calculation of equivalent resistance current I1, I2, I3, summation V1 by V2, V1 by V3, calculation of various parameters related to the concept of electrical circuit. Then we have another problem on Wheatstone bridge. It's balance, so condition for balancing current through the I5 resistance, then calculation of R equivalent. Then another simple problem on the concept of Wheatstone bridge. Then we have another worksheet on acceleration, various questions related to acceleration. So here is a numerical problem on where position x varies with the function of time. So calculation of various terms like x calculation, velocity calculation, initial velocity, velocity at t is equal to 2, change in velocity, average acceleration, instantaneous acceleration, graphical based questions on them. Then we have another worksheet on electric potential, various questions related to electric potential, graph based questions. Then certain another question for potential due to dipole, due to equatorial position, at angular position, hollow sphere, solid sphere. Then due to point charge, numerical based on calculation of potential due to point charge. Various cases are discussed over here. Then we have another worksheet on electric potential, basically relation between potential and electric field, graph based question, conditions for positive E, negative E, 0 E, electric potential as a function of time, and then various questions based on that, calculation of average electric field, graphical based question on electric field. Then a problem based on electric field is given as a function, as a vector in space which is constant. Potential is given at origin and we need to calculate problems based on calculations of various potential at different points. Then in another form, electric field is variable and we need to calculate potential on different points. Then is another worksheet on logic gates, various gates, NOT gate, OR gate, AND gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate. Then their truth table logic symbol, and finally also various gates are there. Kind of questions about integrated circuit, small scale integration, large scale integration. Then we have another worksheet on magnetic force, various concepts related to magnetic force, graphical based question, then mathematical questions based on vector form, then angle based questions. Then we have a problem on KCL and KVL. Using this we have solved the and calculated various concepts related to this particular circuit. Then we have the concept of electric bulb, its resistance, power, and standard voltage, numerical based on that calculation of voltage, graphical based analysis, and we have another question based on calculation of power, actual power and the apparent power. Then we have another question on electrical resistance based on the concept of power as given over here. Then we have a worksheet on discussion on secrets of JE and NEET. So it's basically use of subconscious mind and its elaboration using a problem of JE Advanced Physics, in which a particle is moving in a circle and we have to calculate tangential acceleration at a certain point. So it's a good question. It involves use of multiple concepts, and especially the coordination between your mind and brain is something which I call as the mind brain algorithm, which is used to solve question. So certainly there is a use of neural pattern which are ready-made, and ready-made patterns proves to be a boon to you. It saves your precious time and energy and help you solve questions quickly and score better in competitive exam. So JEE and NEET basically are about the use of subconscious mind, and if you are comfortable with the use of subconscious mind, only then you will be able to focus on the problems asked in JEE and NEET. And if you have not become adaptive to the use of subconscious mind, then you will feel anxiety, depression, lack of concentration, lack of focus, stray thoughts, and ultimately you won't be able to get the answers or crack the exam. So things that we see at the physical level have their links to the metaphysical dimensions, which are not clearly seen but are hidden. So JEE and NEET exam are based on hidden psychological processes, and especially the use of subconscious mind. If you want to know more, you can refer to my video OST by Acharya Vishvendra. It's available on YouTube. You search OST by Acharya Vishvendra, in which I have discussed all the technicalities involved. When we try to coordinate the brain and the mind, and especially the use of subconscious mind by modulating the brainwave frequencies. So this I have discussed in details. You can refer to that video. You can also search for my book. It's with the same name, OST by Acharya Vishwendra. It's available on Amazon, Flipkart, and Notion Press. So if you want to know things more, I think that can be proved to be a boon to you and can optimize your efforts and can help you to score better in JEE and NEET. Then is another discussion on why JEE and NEET are so hard to crack. I have discussed the various points available on them, and there are certainly based on analysis of the mind brain system. Then we have another concept on, are we just an algorithm? So if you analyze yourself, your body, the brain, the mind has information, thoughts, patterns, emotions, and there is a certain pattern of that, and we are actually updating the patterns, and there are certain omnipresent patterns. So these are dynamic or static, which never changes, and dynamic patterns changes with the world. So this is certainly I have tried to compare the physical and metaphysical dimensions of life in this video, and especially the use of brainwave frequencies and the human body chakra, which are 7: Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrartha. And ultimate thing about this is whatever we feel like, it's about the frequencies of the brainwaves, and everybody is trying to make his life better, and make life better means increasing the frequency of the brainwaves. Just see things happening inside you. You must have felt that there is something inside you who is trying to move away from the truth, from the present. It wants to explore into the unknown dimensions, or it is always looking for the betterment. So that's how we can explain that mind is nothing but the first step of metaphysical dimension, whose target is to develop you and to achieve something which is not physical but metaphysical. Then we have another video on optimal physics, the various tools, the various chapters comprising of the various branches, the bridge courses, and certainly centralized about complex mind-brain algorithms, and there are certain results related to pure rolling.